Good day, fellow gamers and non-gamers. This is Drist playing EVE Online, and up till now, I've been doing a lot of EVE Online videos showing how to run the burner missions, so that you can make a lot of ISK by doing a lot of burner missions over the course of an hour or 2 hours. And so now I want to kind of lump those all together into an hour-long test to see how much we can actually make. And granted, I haven't done all the burner missions yet, but I'm getting a little impatient and I want to move on to the next phase, so I'm going to do this one now. And if we come across a video I haven't already done, then great, that's a learning opportunity. If not, we'll go see how much this we can make in an hour. And of course, the final product won't be a full hour. It'll be broken into segments of 10-15 minutes. And so that's how I'm going to post the entire hours in segments. But in the end, we'll see how much ISK we can make. So the first step is to see how much ISK we currently have. And right now I'm sitting on 160,094,040 ISK. And then of course loyalty points, you can find that under your journal and under loyalty points. And for us, we're doing Sisters of Eve agent. So I have 153,358 loyalty points with this agent right here. So that's our starting numbers. So to keep track of our starting numbers, I have my handy dandy little mission pad here, and right there's our starting numbers there, and this is my basic notes from our mission running. So we'll keep that over to the side here and refer to it at the end to see how much we've actually made. So, and of course we have a time stopwatch here, which I haven't started yet because I want to get the talking stuff out of the way. And that being said, this is EVE Online, and if it looks like the game you'd like to play, there is a affiliate link in the description. So click on that, get into the game through that website, and don't forget to subscribe and comment, and let's get the show on the road. So here's our agent here, level 4 agent, and we're in the Sisters of Eve station here in Langesi. And they've already offered us something, so let's start up and see what they're offering us. And let's view the mission. Oh, and let's start. Timer starts right now. Timer started 60 minutes. So, and the other big thing is our standing. We got to keep our standing high enough with this agent, and with our faction agent and the co-op agent. So our current standing with her is it has to stay above a -2. So it's getting kind of low. So we need to start running some missions to get that up there. It's a -8.3, so we should stop declining at this point and start doing something to boost it. And with our corporation, our standing is doing pretty good. Sisters of Eve is a 1.8, so that's fine. And then of course for the faction, we're sitting pretty at a 9.08, so that, or 9.07, so that's okay. We're going to have to keep monitoring our standings, specifically this one right here, as we go along, so we don't get to below a -2, because then we can't run missions with this agent anymore. So we've checked it. We need to run this one, and this is actually the Ashimu Henchman one, which is a great one to run. So I've done a demo on this one. So we're going to set destination there, and we're going to accept this mission here, and close you out. Then we got to get into the proper ship. And obviously the speed is, it's all about speed in this one. So I need to be quicker on the draw. This is what we're doing. We're running the Gila. And we got to check the fit, make sure she's fit properly. And we're missing something there. Let's see if it's in the hangar bay here. And it is not, which means it's on one of my other ships. So where is my and the ship it's probably on is probably this one right here. My ballistic control is the one I'm missing, so yep, there it is. So we're going to take these off. We're going to unfit those, put those back in my and of course this should have already been done in advance. We're eating time here, so let's get this show rolling. So open up that fit and slap one of these bad boys on there. There we go. Fit to active ship. That's good. And we're gonna, should be repaired, get a repair quote. Nothing to repair, good. And the other thing we need to check is we need to check her drones. And we need some drones in the drone bay, and we should have some drones here, which we have 11 there. Let's move some of these over here. We'll move 5 there. That leaves us 6 there. We're using Vespa ones, and I don't have any Vespa ones. That's okay. We're running with what we got. We're killing time here. So this is some of my loot from a previous run. So we need to take that out. Faction drop stuff. Alright, so there we go. We got our Navy Scourge and our Navy Inferno. And I gotta check something real quick before I go. We're doing the Vengeance. Scourge. So Inferno, we start off with Inferno against the first 2 guys, and then we switch to Scourge. So, alright, we've dilly-dallied enough, let's undock. And we just wasted 5 minutes. So, let's get this thing rolling. And there's our drones. Move these guys to... We use Vespa ones here because they're going to attack our drones a lot. And they're going to die a lot, but that's okay. They're going to use them to kill the guy real quick, like, and then we'll be good to go. And we're getting lag there. And one more jump. And really quick, I'm going to show the actual fit here, in case you haven't seen one of my previous videos. That's my corp channel there. So we'll do this. That's the fit. A little expensive, but definitely worth it. Alright, so we're going to warp the site. And while we're doing that, we're loading the Infernos, because we start off with the Infernos against the first 2 guys, and then we'll switch to Scourge for the main guy. And even though the missiles are more of a backup, we don't want to have the wrong stuff loaded, because every little bit of DPS helps. And we need to open up our cargo bay here, because how we're going to do this. And I'm hoping 16 Vespas will be enough to drop them without any hassle or anything. So what we're going to do here is we're going to warp into the gate here, and as we land on grid, we're going to spin around and double click in space the back the opposite direction we came, which will start moving us away from the people. That'll buy us a few extra seconds to kind of get our drones out, get our targeting up, and the first guy that gets in close to us, we're going to engage him and then go from there. So let's jump in here and see what happens. Hopefully I don't die. So activate gate. And like I said, we're going to spin around. And once the first guy is dead, we're going to throw out this mobile depot and tractor unit and orbit one of them about 500k. And there they are. And now that we're starting to head back, we're going to lock them up. And we're going after the Sentinels first. So, first Sentinel to get in close to us is going to get it. Actually, I want to unlock him. Looks like that guy is going to get it. And kick some drones out. Gauge target. And they're going to start shooting at our drones, but that's okay. Once both these Sentinels are down, this main guy won't be able to break our tank. So, and then we're going to engage drones on the next guy. No, no. Engage. There we go. And we're going to take these two, deploy those, and then we're going to orbit the tractor unit at about 500. And we lost the second drone, but that's okay. Like I said, we use tech ones because they're going to kill them. And actually we're going to pull him in now, so we're going to return to drone bay. We need to reload to Scourge here. And at this point in time, this main guy is not going to pose much of a threat to us. So we're going to let him come in a little closer. And once he's fully engaged to us, which he will be here in a second, we'll kick these drones out. And we're going to stick them on the guy. And I seem to have... That's in my way. Alright, engage that. And this is actually what I wanted here. Because we have this mobile depot out here, so I can actually pull my drones from my cargo bay here and resupply my drone bay. So that allows me to carry more of these drones. And these are, he kills them pretty quick. So, but like I said, our tank doesn't hurt. There we go. And he's starting to shoot another one. And that one's dead. Kick another one out. Engage. Oh, look at that. I was out of missiles here. Oh well. This is a drone boat primarily, so. These guys got this fella taken down. These are rapid lights anyway, so they take a while to reload. And he's dead, so we're gonna wait for that tractor unit to pull it in. And then we're gonna pull this drone back. So that's that mission right there. One mission in the bag, set destination back. And it just looted them. So let's open the mobile tractor unit here. And see if we got anything special, which we didn't. Basic, but you can get good drops occasionally. So there we go. Nothing there. So we're gonna take our, no, we don't want to do that. We want to scoop to cargo hold, and scoop to cargo hold. Now we have those both back in and get back to base. This is a Gila, by the way. Gorgeous ship. Pretty good tanks you can get on this thing with the right fit. So this mission, when we turn in, will give us 10,517 loyalty points, and then that amount of ISK, and then that amount of other ISK, and I think there's a bounty in there too. So we'll see how much this is all when it's all said and done. So we're down 15 minutes, so we're off to a slow start here. We can do better. Alright. I never used to use this method of just selecting the things, but I started getting the habit of doing it, and I actually find it better than that little overview thing, which I don't even keep up anymore. The selected item screen. This thing, I don't even use this anymore. So antiquated. And there we are, back to the base. And I think I'm going to run this straight from start to finish and then just edit it down into the segments later to save me time. So we'll go start conversation, view mission, complete mission, request mission, and cargo delivery is definitely one we want to take. I did a copy on this one because right now our standing is low, so we need to do some things to beef it up a little bit. So cargo delivery can be done in a shuttle. So without further ado, let's hop into our shuttle and get underway. And undock. It's only one jump away. I wish this thing would actually stay closed. There might be a way to get it to stay closed. So our objective here is to simply go one jump away, warp to a warehouse, pick up some goods, and then return with the goods. Now, yeah, there is some stuff that spawns if you're willing to hang around and fight the stuff, but we're not going to. Like we said, we're blitzing this stuff. We only wanted to do the actual burner missions with a few random level 4s thrown in there to help boost our standing. And this is one of those that we can do quick like and get a little standing boost out of the way. So we're doing it. So we're warped to location. And I have multiple tabs up here. So definitely recommend the multiple tabs option. You don't want to not be able to see something important on your overview there. So there we go. And this is the warehouse that we want to go loot. So 37k away, and once, like I said, once we loot it, it'll spawn stuff. But that's okay. We'll just warp out. We're in the shuttle. And we're going to go to warp to the sun here. Which, if you're in low sec and null sec, don't warp to the sun. It's dumb, but we're in high sec, so. And we're going to loot that. And there's the stuff to spawn, but we're going to warp to the sun. Yeah, some battleships, some other things spawned on us, but we're away. We got what we needed and we're away. So just like that. Quick little mission we can burn, get some standing increase, and be good to go. Now, jump back. I am getting over a little something from the last day or two, so. I call them allergies. Because who wants to admit that they're actually sick? Dock up. Come on. Alright. Start conversation. Complete. And request another one. And this is an anomic agent, but unfortunately it's in a low sec region, so we don't run them in low sec. Our standing is now at a plus 2.3, so getting back up there again. But this one we're not going to run, it's in low sec. And we can decline anomic agent missions without a penalty. So let's go ahead and decline that one. Request the next one. Pirate Invasion. Let's see if Pirate Invasion is on our list of doable ones. Pirate Invasion, Group 5. I guess we're supposed to kill Group 5. Guest Commander, blah blah blah. Our standing's pretty low, but I'm going to see if we can't pass on that one. I think I have a freebie. We haven't declined one yet today. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Inu mission, and see if I don't think we did. Yeah, we didn't take a standing loss because we hadn't declined any yet today. So there we go. So we have Inu one, which is a team burner mission, and refer to our notes here. Inu versus and the support. So we're going to use ECM for good against Galante, Nova against the support, and Nova against the main. So we're going to accept that. And quickly we should reship. We do need to pull off. This is where it comes in handy to have multiple components, but since I'm using a lot of high-end components here, I tend to reuse the same ones for multiple ships. Saves me ISK. Primarily those ballistic supports or ballistic controls. We actually need these for here. So we need both here. We'll go to fit. And then we need a ECM that's good against Galante. I want to say these are the right ones. Yep, so we already fit there. And we need to check our cargo or our ammo, make sure we got the right ammo against Nova. We got plenty of that. And one other thing I want to check before we go. Did I overheat the last time I used this? And do I have repairs? I do have repairs, so I'm going to repair all. And let's get this show on the road. This is the Garmer. Pretty cool looking faction frigate. I've done this video as well, how to, so let's show my local selected items, social, corporation, no, chat channels, no, whatever. I'm trying to show my fit, but alright, we'll use the titty bar. Warp to location. In case you wonder what the weird symbol is for my ship name, yeah, if you run in wormhole space or a lot of low or null, you don't want your real name on your ship. So there's our fit. And like I said, these are kind of expensive modules, so I tend to only use the same ones on all my ships, and it kind of slows me down a little bit. So if you want to be effective with your time, you want to try to have each ship have its own little set of stuff. But so what we're going to do here is there's the main guy, the Inu, against the me, and he has his two support frigates that are going to keep him alive. So we're going to jump in there, and first off, we're going to orbit the main guy, the Inu, at 30 kilometers. Turn this on. And then we'll lock up the support frigates and apply one of these to one of them and wait till it's halfway through the cycle and then apply the other one to the same guy. And then with those two trying to lock them out, we're going to wait for one of them to land. And once those land on the guy that we're targeting, we're going to focus on the other support and blow them up. So, and then blow up the first support and then kill the main guy. So let's jump in there and do this. And there's our Inu, so we want to orbit him. And this is another reason I like this, because it tells me when I've actually come out of warp enough to engage the orbit. Now we're going to lock these things up. There's one in support, there's the other. So we're going to apply one there. Let's track you. And then when it's about halfway through, go to apply the other one. And then we're going to light them up. One of those landed already, so that's outstanding. So we've jammed out him and are killing him so he can't repair him. And we're orbiting him at 30 kilometers so he can't get in close to us to kill us. And we're not overheating our missiles because they burn out pretty quick. And even though I have pretty decent overheating skills, I don't want to take the chance burning out my launchers. They're not exactly cheap. And I think we've lost our lock there, but I never checked what kind we're using Nova. Okay, good. I think he's getting reps off on the other guy right now. But we're starting to power through his repping. Yeah, he's definitely repping up his buddy. Now we're wasting missiles right now because we don't have our locks. We need a. We just landed one of those. We should have been overheating these things. It makes them stronger. Yeah, I think we got him this time. Of course, we had to run out of missiles. No. Now he's going to rep it back. No. Shit. Turn off overload. Can you say fail? I'm not going to die fail, but he should have already been dead. Oh, fuck me. I just burned out my, yeah, or failed. The good thing about this mission is we can keep our range enough on him that we just burned out our micro warp drive there. Yep, we failed. There you go. I wasn't paying attention. So we're going to have to go back and repair. So we're going to call this hour session a failure. And we're going to rethink this and approach it again with a little bit more planning and a little bit more yeah, a little bit more planning. See what time we're on. We're 30-minute mark. Alright, so this is Dritz, my first attempt at doing an hour-long burner mission. The goal to try to see how much we can get paid an hour, and we kind of dropped the ball there. But it's been a while since I've done these back-to-back like this, so wasn't fully prepared. and I wasn't paying attention there on that last one. So that shows what can happen. That was a good learning lesson there. What can happen when you don't watch your heat. Like this one, 66% damage, so I almost burned that one out. Came close. This one I was getting pretty hot. That one was pretty hot. This one I burned it out completely, so we're going to have to repair that. This is actually kind of crucial to that last mission there, but luckily I caught it before I lost my orbit around the guy. I don't know if he could have orbited me and caught me, but if he could have, then he would have locked me down, and then I would have lost my ship. So these were burner missions after all, and they're not the easiest thing out there. So you have to play your cards right. So don't forget to subscribe and comment in the comment section. And next time we're going to knock this one out of the park. So until then, have fun gaming.